Maverick 100.9, Aggieland's country alternative. It's Corliss, keeping up our Aggieland Artist Week. I've got Randy Hoyet on. Randy, I dropped the ball on this because every year in November I quit doing interviews for the year. And then when I come back in the new year, I do all Aggieland Artists. You released your very first EP as I was doing the cutoff. Not good timing, my friend.
I did.
But that is a project you've been working on for a long time, and we'll talk more about that. But I'm really excited. First off, shout out to your family, because I know that they're listening.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
They've become our own little fan club here at Maverick, so I love them. I love that they listen. But they're really excited to hear your music on the radio, and they're going to hear it. You've sent me a new song called She's Got It All. Mm-hmm. And you are known by anybody who knows you. You are known for your songwriting. I don't even know how to call it, haunting. I don't know. You do something that grabs your soul. So I don't know if there's a demon in you or if that's a natural born thing. But where did She's Got It All come from?
So I was in a relationship, and I have been for a little while. And she kept asking for a song. Oh. And so after a little while, it took me a while to end up writing it for her, but I wrote that song for her, and that's who it's all about. It's about her. She's got it all.
So there's literally one specific person that this song
one
is about.
Person.
And you're not with her anymore.
No, I am.
Oh, you are?
It's been a while now. I think it's like 3-4 years now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How romantic. Look at you. Mm-hmm. So now even she gets to hear her song on the radio.
She does, yes.
That is so cool. Well, I'm excited to debut it to everybody. I've been a fan since I met him in 2020. Y'all, this is Randy Hoyet, our newest Aggieland Artist on Maverick 100.9, and She's Got It All. Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to air this single for you at this time in podcast form, but we do urge you to find Randy Hoyet on all of your streaming and downloading platforms and be listening for his brand new single on Maverick 100.9. Today's interview continues now. Maverick 100.9, you just heard it here first. She's Got It All. That's your newest Aggieland Artist, Randy Hoyet, on Maverick 100.9. And I've got Randy here with me. Now, Randy, you and I met at a songwriter showcase. Mm-hmm. And you surprised the heck out of me. That's the only way to describe you to people is you were working just regular 9 to 5, regular dude. But you open your mouth with these songs, and it just captures people. And I always thought that was fascinating about you. And I was always the one bugging you for music. Like, we have to play you on the radio. You're amazing. What made that final flip for you? When did you realize what you have?
I was raised around music. My dad and my uncle kind of taught me everything I know, and it was when I was young that I realized that I could obviously do something that other people really couldn't as far as voice wise.
That natural.
Yeah, and it wasn't so much that I thought that I had something. It was that I didn't have to work as hard as I saw other people having to kind of work. Mm-hmm. In the least cockiest way, I knew that I could play, and I never thought of that as a profession until I was a senior in high school and I went to my first concert that my aunt took me to. It was the Co-Fest, the first one, the Co-Wetzel Festival. Yeah, and I saw Chris Colston and Parker.
Oh, gosh, I love Chris Colston.
I do too. He's a great dude. And I saw them up there playing, and Chris talked about his story on how he started, and it just kind of hit me. And I was like, I could do that. I could be him. I could be that person, on stage doing this music. And I just realized it was a passion that I didn't know that I had.
Yeah.
And so from there on, I just knew that was what I wanted to do. And to this day, I don't see myself doing anything else.
And what about the songwriting? Do you know where that comes from, or is that something that's natural as well? Because you do understand it is very unique. It is something that most people they have to buy it. Mm-hmm. Nobody can actually write their own songs that well. Where does that come from for you?
I guess all you can say is kind of the stuff you've been through in your life, and I guess you'd say that it is a gift to be able to put the right words where they need to be. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's what you've been through. Yeah. And if you've been, not to say that if you haven't been through a lot, you can't songwrite, but the more you've been through, the more you have to write about, and it seems like it's more material. Yeah. And I don't know. I think it's just kind of a gift, I would say. I never really been taught.
I think it would have to be because I mean, I'm the music girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always the one people come to say, who are you listening to? What do you do? Because it's literally my entire life. But with it being my entire life, I can't write it. I can't make it. I can relate to it. And that's the important part, is making something that somebody else connects with as if you're talking about them. And you seem to have figured out the formula. So I'm super excited for you, and I'm really proud of the work that you've done. I know that you have been pushing forward full time as a musician now. I know that feels really good. And you released your first EP.
I did. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the first music that everybody gets to hear from Randy Hoyet.
I'm very proud of it. It took me a while to finally get to the studio and record what I had. But once I did, it's a great feeling to have something out that you can tell somebody, hey, just go listen to it on Spotify or YouTube or Apple Music. Not you don't have to sit there and play for people. And the thing about music is you can do all you want in a bar, but when those people leave, how are they going to remember your name?
They have nothing to take with them after.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you get that little bit of music out, whether it's one song or not, that keeps your name in their mind. And eventually that's where you build your fan base up. And that was my goal for a while, is to just get music out, something that people can go home to.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a very long process. We got it out pretty quickly, but I would say it's just because it's an acoustic thing.
Yes.
It wasn't too hard. It was just kind of
It's very stripped down.
Yes, and very, very bare.
But that's also...
It's the way I wanted it.
Yeah, as somebody who's seen you play numerous times, that's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need anything to zhuzh up what you got. It's how it exists is how it really is. And I think that's also another unique factor of you. So if we're looking for it, is this a self-titled EP?
It's called Acoustic.
Oh, okay.
Very simple.
Look for Randy Hoyet Acoustic, and you can find all of his music. But now you actually get to start listening to Randy Hoyet on Maverick 100.9 as our newest Aggieland artist. And I'm the most excited about that.
It's been a long time waiting. I'm very excited. Very excited.
Well, thank you for coming in for our New Year interviews and letting us introduce you to Aggieland. Where can we follow you? Because I know you play around town a lot. Everybody needs to get out and see you. How do we find that info?
It's pretty simple. Instagram is randy.hoyet, Hoyet, and Twitter is randy_Hoyet, Hoyet. And then YouTube, just look it up.
All right.
It'll pop up.
That's our boy Randy on Maverick 100.9.